It's a beautiful day today and a beautiful day to read some more terrifying but also fun Reddit stories, and I hope you guys are excited. If you have a good time today, make sure you subscribe if you want to, and let's get straight into it. Enjoy, guys. Am I the a-hole for turning a wedding dress into a cosplay, rather than letting my cousin have it for her wedding? I, 27 female, am an avid cosplayer, my girlfriend 28 female, and I go to all the conventions that we can, and we have a lot of fun making our costumes together and prepping for the year. 3 months ago, I, my girlfriend, and my cousin 30 female went around charity shops looking for pieces that we could turn into cosplays. My cousin's not into cosplaying, but she tagged along because she does like a good bargain hunt. In the third shop we went into, we found in the window an old school wedding dress. It had a few stains and minor rips, but all in all it was in pretty good condition. My girlfriend and I joked with my cousin that she should buy it for her wedding, but she turned her nose up at it, stating that she wanted brand new and that she'd not be caught dead in an old-fashioned dress. We let it go, and my girlfriend was the one to point out to me that if we did some alterations, it'd be a perfect dupe for Sarah's ball gown in Jim Henson's Labyrinth, which is our favourite movie. I realised that she was right, and I asked her if she wanted to make this our next major matching costume. She agreed for the convention season of 2025 that we're going to be Jareth and Sarah, so I bought the dress and my cousin made a few jokes about it, but we heard nothing back from her, not until 2 days ago. I've been posting progress of my dress on social media and it's finally done and it looks amazing. My cousin told me that she'd not found a dress that she likes, and I've done wonders with this dress, that she'd changed her mind and that she'd be happy to meet the price that I'd paid, £150, and even throw in an extra £100 for my time fixing it up. I laughed and I said, "Are you joking?" She told me that she was dead serious, and I told her that wasn't happening. That led to a fight and I was getting annoyed. My girlfriend took the phone at this point and told her that she had her chance to get the dress and it's a cosplay now, not a wedding dress. We've since been bombarded by the family trying to get in contact, some trying to cajole and others straight up berating us for not letting my cousin buy the dress, or even better yet being a good cousin and gifting it to her, that I shouldn't turn a charity shop wedding dress into a costume as it stops brides who really need having it. I'm getting stressed and upset with this, and my girlfriend is currently fielding any calls that we get and telling them off for upsetting me. She's a wonder and I'm so grateful to have her with me for all of this. Am I the a-hole though? I'm starting to worry because we are getting a widespread reaction. This is the first time that I've bought a wedding dress to convert like this, but it was already damaged and I've brought it back to life. Surely that's better than it being ignored like it was. Yeah, of course, OP, you're so not the a-hole. The audacity of the cousin. Yeah, like this comment says, not the a-hole. I'd be questioning the story that she's told the family too. Has she told them that she wanted the dress and you bought it from under her? OP said none of them have tried to scold me for buying it from under her, which with how they're about everything else, they probably would have heaped that on. So I think that's at least not the spin that she's put on it. Though you're right though, I should find out exactly what she told them. Yeah, the comment below that, but then what exactly are they about? What's left is she made something with a lot of work. I decided that I want it, but she's not giving it to me. OP said, my family looked down on my cosplay hobby as a waste of time and a waste of money. So clearly my cousin's wedding should take priority. I had to hide that I like to cosplay until I moved out because I'd get so much from them for spending money on it growing up. They also feel like it's disrespectful and horrible to turn a wedding dress into a costume. Then there's the fact that my cousin is upset and can't find a dress that she liked while she fell in love with the finished look of my dress. Oh my god, no, you're so not the a-hole, OP. And also wants to chuck in an extra £100 for your hard work. Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll cover it. It sounds like you've worked so hard on this dress, OP. The top comment says, not the a-hole. She thought the dress was ugly and didn't want a thrifted dress for her wedding. She did not see the dress potential. After all your hard work and additional time and money, then she realizes that she made a mistake and now she wants a cheaper option for her wedding. Tough. She missed her chance with the dress. At most, I'd offer to go thrifting to find a new secondhand dress that she can use, assuming that there is still time. And OP said her wedding is in August of 2025, so there's definitely time. I'm not interested in doing any work on a second dress for her after all of this drama though, so I doubt she'd want that. Yeah, you're so not the a-hole, OP. Jin's sitting next to me again and I took another picture of him. He's joining me for the episodes. Beautiful little fella. The next one's called, am I the a-hole for completely cutting my wife off from our finances because she wouldn't stop ordering takeout? I'm 41 years old and male. My wife is 39 years old. My wife doesn't work due to a minor disability. It's not like she can't work, but she complains of discomfort and exhaustion all the time. The discussion about her working basically ended 5 years ago, and I've completely given up on the prospect of her ever having a job again. Seeing as she doesn't ever come close to qualifying for disability and brings in no income, we live entirely off my salary agree. I don't mind financially supporting her, but her spending habits have gradually become more and more reckless. It began with her ordering takeout twice a week, and then that escalated into 3 times a week, and now she's ordering takeout nearly every day. This is all despite our fridge being stocked constantly. I do the shopping, and I make sure to even keep our freezer full of stuff that she'd only have to microwave. Last month was a particularly heavy one for her. She spent $1,176 on delivery apps alone. We can't afford this. There were several days that she ordered twice. I may have reacted harshly, but on Friday I pulled money out of our savings, completely paid off the card, and then I cancelled it. I then took all the money from our joint account and funneled it into my own account. Apparently my wife learnt this when she tried to order takeout. She tried to call the company, who explained that the card had been cancelled. She texted me asking what had happened, and I responded that she was cut off. Well, when I walked in the door that evening, my wife was lying on the floor dramatically saying that she had low blood sugar. I told her that she could eat any of the food that we have in our fridge or freezer. I also noticed that she took the garbage out, probably for the first time in a decade. I'm surprised she even knew where the outdoor bin was. I can only assume that she was disposing of the evidence of what she ate, as she was pretending to have not eaten. But I honestly don't care enough to dig through the garbage to find it. She was furious at me all weekend. Was what I did over the top? You think you're over the top, OP? Oh my god, that bit where she was dramatically laying on the floor. Oh no, I haven't had my takeaway. I'm gonna perish. I'm dying because I haven't had any Uber Eats today. Like, I don't want to be rude, but that's the sort of reaction that you'd expect out of like an attention-seeking kid. The top comment says, not the a-hole. $1,176 on takeout. That's a half a month's wages for me. No, this needs to stop. And the manipulation with the blood sugar thing is beyond overdramatic. And the fact that she took the garbage out after years of not doing it proves that she knows what she's doing. And no, you're not the a-hole, OP. What are you meant to do? If your partner is happily going to spend all of your money, you have to put a stop to that. It'd be okay if your partner had a set amount of money that she could spend, and then once that money has been spent, she can't spend any more. But $1,100 on takeaway food when you've got food everywhere in the house anyway. OP said there's heaps of groceries in the house, there's stuff in the freezer. It's not like they don't have any food. Like, of course that's not okay. But also, with all of that being said, OP doesn't have any comments here. Like, OP, did you try and communicate with her about this before you did this? Like, if you tried to get to the root of the issue? It does definitely sound like there wasn't enough communication here. I don't think that makes you the a-hole, OP. But yeah, maybe you could have gone about this better. And that's the hard part about Reddit stories. What is the root of the issue? Like, I can sit here and make assumptions, but I don't know what the issue is. So like, if you go off the information that the post has, which isn't really a lot of information, then of course this sort of stuff isn't okay. Of course you can't spend all of your money. Like, of course, that's a recipe for disaster. But yeah, does she need some help in some way or another? I'm assuming so. It sounds like it. There's a comment here that says, not the a-hole, but holy she needs to talk to a psychiatrist yesterday. This is not normal and okay. The comment below that says, oh, she's just selfish and lazy. A psychiatrist can't treat being a bad person. And then the comment below that says, she often complains of physical discomfort and exhaustion and apparently can't prepare a meal for herself. Something ain't right here. Yeah, that's right. But the only person who knows that is OP. So yeah, I feel like there definitely needs to be more communication. If your partner does need help, then hopefully she can get the help that she needs. And of course, spending all of your partner's money is not okay. So yeah, you're not the a-hole for that, but definitely talk to her and try to get to the bottom of it, OP. And also, you probably should have communicated with her before you did this. But also, if you're spending that sort of money on takeaway food when you've already got food in the house and it's your partner's money, like, you should be expecting to be cut off. And oh my god, that tantrum that they had where they were dramatically laying on the floor, yeah, that's so bad. And I'm assuming that all of this takeaway food that she's ordered is only for her, not like she's buying food for the two of you guys. This comment says, now that I know you can do the garbage, I'm leaving that task to you. Never take out the garbage again. As to her tantrum, yawn. If she wants takeout so bad, she can find a way to earn money to pay for it. Okay, the next one says, am I the a-hole for being upset that my husband of 8 years came out as gay, wants a divorce, and is trying to take everything, including our kids? I, 33 female, have been married to my husband, 34 male, for 8 years, and we've got 2 beautiful children together, 6 female and 4 male. Up until recently, I thought that we had a good marriage. We've had our ups and downs, but nothing that ever made me think he was unhappy or that our relationship was falling apart. A few months ago, my husband sat me down and told me that he's gay and that he's only recently realized it. He said that he needs to live his truth and wants a divorce. I was completely blindsided. I never saw this coming, and I feel like my entire world has been flipped upside down. I understand it's a big moment for him, and I do want to be supportive, but I'm also hurt and angry and heartbroken. Here's where things get worse. Not only is he asking for a divorce, but he's also trying to take almost everything in the process. He's the main breadwinner in our family, and because of that, he's arguing that he should get most of our assets, including the house. We both contributed to our savings and household, but since his salary is higher, he feels entitled to more. And if that wasn't enough, he's also filing for full custody of our kids. He says that he's been a very involved father, which is true, but I'm just as involved, if not more. I've been the primary caregiver since they were born. Yeah, I've had my struggles with anxiety and depression in the past, but I've worked hard to manage it and be there for our children. Now he's using that against me to try to take them away. I feel like he's not just ending our marriage, but he's ripping my entire life apart. I get that he's going through a lot, but I don't think it's fair that he's trying to take everything, our home, our savings, and worst of all, our children. I feel like he's being selfish and trying to secure his future at the expense of mine and the kids. It's like I'm being punished for something that I had no control over. He says that I'm being unreasonable for not wanting to let him take the lead in the divorce, or for being upset about what he's asking for. Oh my god, what a load of crap. OP, you're allowed to be upset. It is not unreasonable to be upset here. He claims that he's trying to be fair, but I can't help but feel like I'm being taken advantage of. So am I the a-hole for being upset that my husband wants a divorce? He's trying to take most of our assets, and he's also fighting for full custody of our kids? Or am I overreacting because I'm emotional at the moment? No, you're definitely not overreacting. And of course you're going to be upset. Your life has been completely flipped upside down, OP. Yeah, like this comment says, there's no such thing as taking the lead in a divorce. You have to get a divorce lawyer to tell you what your rights are and to represent your interests, and he's actually going to have to split assets and custody with you and also maybe pay you alimony, but he clearly doesn't want you to realize what your divorce rights are. These divorce laws exist to protect the more vulnerable partner from exactly this attitude and behavior, so you need to get a divorce lawyer involved ASAP. What you need to do is the following: agree to nothing, get a lawyer and follow their advice. The comment below that says, but since his salary is higher, he feels entitled to more. Yeah, if you live in the West, that guy is going to get a surprise when you go to court, and he's also going to have to pay for your lawyer too. And also this comment, am I the a-hole for being upset that my husband wants a divorce, is trying to take most of our assets, and is also fighting for full custody of our kids? Or am I overreacting because I'm emotional at the moment? This is such an outrageous, monumental change in your life and relationship that I can't understand why you'd even question if you're overreacting for being rightfully upset, or if you're an a-hole for not doing everything that your ex wants. Get yourself the best lawyer that you can afford, and do not let him steamroll you. Fight back. Yeah, 100%. It's so ridiculous and so shocking too. Of course you're going to be upset, OP. And yeah, like that comment said, don't let him steamroll you. It sure sounds like he's trying to. And once again, you are not being unreasonable because you feel the way that you do, OP. The next one that we're going to read says, am I the a-hole for tricking my ex into admitting to her affair? Pretty much the title. I felt like something was off, so I went on her phone and I found messages between her and a male friend that seemed suspect, discussing meeting up when she'd never mentioned it to me, also flirting and talking in coded language about sex and stuff. There was nothing overt, but still pretty sketchy. I figured that she'd lie and bury things deeper if I confronted her, and she was actually cheating. So I set up a fake Instagram account and I sent her a message saying that I knew she was banging her friend. I had the receipts and I was going to contact her partner in 3 days whether or not she confessed. The next day she sat me down and admitted to cheating, but wouldn't tell me who it was or how long it had been going on for. She was sorry, she loved me and wanted to make things work. It meant nothing to me. Blah blah blah. I told her that I already knew and that it was me who sent her a message. My ex lost it and I had to leave the apartment and go stay with a friend to get away from her. She was gone along with most of her clothes when I came back the next day. She'd completely trashed the place when I was gone. Wow, the audacity. This all happened a few weeks ago and it has been pretty tough ever since. It sucked having to find a new place to live and separating our stuff while dealing with this feeling like To make it worse, I'd met the guy several times. I'd shaken his hand, I'd bought him a drink. I thought he was harmless. Mostly, I feel like an idiot for having trusted her. I've never cheated on anybody. And I assume that my ex was cut out of the same cloth. My ex is adamant that I'm an a-hole for what I did to her, but I don't really feel like I owe her anything. I don't know. Am I the a-hole? Oh my god, come on. No, you're not the a-hole. Oh yeah, I cheated on you, but you know, you're the a-hole for what you did to me. Victim blaming. Yeah, the top comment. My ex is adamant that I'm an a-hole for what I did to her, but I don't feel like I owe her anything for what you did to her. Wow, she's desperately trying to find an offensive position when in reality she's victim blaming. I applaud you for what you did, which was to catch her cheating and call her out. I guess the other dude can continue making his deposits because she's morally bankrupt. You should send him a celebratory bottle of wine as a present for getting her out of your life. Does the other guy know that she's a cheater? If not, there's a future petty revenge story here, not the a-hole. OP said, yeah, he knew about me. We'd met on several several occasions, and he'd been introduced to me as a friend. He's just as gross and morally bankrupt as her. They deserve each other. I don't really feel like I need or want any revenge. I just want her out of my life. Yeah, and that's such a good attitude to have, OP. Getting revenge isn't gonna help. And yeah, like the comment below that says, not the a-hole. The only a-hole here is her for cheating on you. She's only mad because you outsmarted her. Yeah, and trying to act like they're the victim. How awful. What a piece of crap. OP's got 2 updates here, so I'll read them. Update, am I the gay hot for tricking my ex into admitting to her affair? So I think my original post must have been shared on Facebook or something, because my phone has been blowing up. It's mainly mutual friends and acquaintances asking if I posted it. I had told a few people about how I caught her cheating, and I guess it wasn't hard to put 2 and 2 together. My ex also tried to call me about 100 times. I know that she knows my throwaway account username because she sent me a screenshot of the post along with a long abusive message threatening all sorts of stuff. I blocked her everywhere after that. I do want to clear a few things up. Going through her phone was wrong, and I get that. To be honest, it is the first time I've ever done anything like that in a relationship, and it was only because there were so many things that gave me bad vibes, like late nights out with vague explanations, being caught in various different lies, sleeping with her phone under her pillow, or leaving it face down on the charger. I left the apartment because my ex has a history of violent histrionics when she doesn't get her way. I did not want to put myself in a compromising situation where she could either hurt me or make up stories about me hurting her. I had a bug out bag packed and ready to go before I even hit send on the message, just in case. She didn't do any real damage to the apartment, just threw my stuff around while having a tantrum. It took a few hours to clean up and nothing valuable got damaged, so I figured it was easier to let it slide. I had to stay in contact with her while we divided up our joint finances and our furniture and various other stuff that accumulated over a 4-year relationship. As of yesterday, that's all done, which is why I waited several weeks to make the initial post. She is now blocked everywhere. Yes, I took the cat with me. We've been both crashing at my friend's place while I look for a new apartment. He's doing great and he's always been my pet anyway. My ex tolerated him at best. I told my ex that I was the one who sent the message because I wanted her to know. I suppose I could have played that hand differently, but I wanted the satisfaction of seeing that look on her face when she found out. It didn't feel that great, and in hindsight, I'd probably go back and do that differently if I could. I wasn't planning on airing her dirty laundry on social media. Does Reddit count? Because I wanted to be above that sort of juvenile bullshit. But it seems like the horse has bolted now. People know about it. I don't think there'll be much else to update on after this. I don't intend to ever speak to her again. And I doubt that her ugly little man has the backbone to come after me. Ex, I know you're reading this. I hope you also read all the comments in the first post. They were savage. You're disgusting, and I'm so glad that I was able to see your true colors before I wasted any more of my life on you. Good luck with the pathetic goblin that you chose over me. I don't know if I should feel more sorry for him or for you. In any case, people of your quality deserve to be together. Oh, and A, she's all yours now, buddy. Good luck with that. Okay, there's another update. The top comment says, good for you. Continue to move forward and don't let anybody make you doubt yourself for even a second that fooling that violent cheater into showing her true colors was wrong. Yeah, definitely. Update number 2. Am I the gay hoe for tricking my ex into admitting to her affair? Holy where to begin? Some things have happened since my last update. Yesterday while I was out, my ex-girlfriend showed up at my buddy's place with a box of my stuff and asked to see me. He said that she looked like crap. He also said that she had a fat lip. I have to admit that I almost caved and called her to see if she was okay. I'm happy I didn't. My ex's sister H texted and asked if we could talk. We always got along and I've got no issues with the family of my ex, so I did call her after I got home. We talked for about an hour. She wanted to apologize for her sister's behavior, but she also told me about some of the things that have been happening over the last few weeks. My ex has been staying with her sister since we split, and A, the guy that she was banging, has been coming around pretty regularly. They got into a huge fight yesterday and my ex lost her crap at A. Her sister had to pull her off him, and A's elbow connected with my ex's face while he was trying to get away from her. Turns out that he's not single, and his girlfriend found out about my ex. It also turns out that my ex wasn't his only side piece. Wow! After H kicked them out, my ex-girlfriend spilled her guts. She's been lying to her family about everything. She told them that I cheated and that she broke up with me. Oh my god, it gets worse. H said that my ex confided in a couple of her friends about the way that she got caught out. One of them saw the original Am I the Gay Hole post and sent it to her, since the details lined up almost exactly. Her friend must have shared the post with other people too, and from there it kinda snowballed. H also said that she's given my ex a week to find somewhere else to stay, so that's it I guess. Oh my god, what did we just read? That was so wild. Yeah, like the top comment says, it seems like finally the truth has come to light, and you're so better off staying away from the drama and focusing on moving forward board. Oh yeah, of course. It definitely sounds like you're trying to do that too, OP, so that's good. And all the best in the future, OP. I'm so sorry that you had to deal with all of this. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Okay, the next one that we're gonna read. Am I the a-hole for telling my parents that I'm not changing my name because of their name regret? I, 16 male, my parents' youngest kid, and the only kid with the name based on what they liked versus what the family wanted them to name us. My siblings were all named after family members, like both my dad's and mum's families prefer. By the time they got around to having me, they were like, this and they told their family they were choosing a name based on what they liked and not based on family. So they gave me the name Sunny. Yeah, the girl version of Sunny. I don't care. I don't think Sunny is girly because it has a U versus an O. But anyway, my parents started to regret my name when I was maybe 10. I don't remember exactly when, but I can remember being about 10 years old. And my parents started sometimes calling me by my middle name and only stopping when I told them it was weird and I liked my first name. When I was 13, they asked me if I ever went by a nickname and I said no. Last year, they said some kids change their name before graduating high school because they want something more grown up and they want to save the added expense of changing their name on their degree. I was like, oh, I guess if people want that, it makes sense. Then I said, it must suck to hate your name. 6 months ago, my parents said that I look like a James nicknamed Jamie, and I asked them why they thought that, and they said I just had that look. They asked what I thought of the name, and I said I like Jamie, but I prefer Sunny. Then they asked me if I like the name Luke, and I said no. In June, they asked me if I'd consider letting them change my name to something different. They said they feel like they named me as a big you to their families, but they felt bad that I had such an unserious name for a man. I told them I didn't want them to change my name, and I always loved the way they talked about finding my name. They said that their feelings had changed and they felt like the name being cute and light and all full of hope wasn't great for going into my adult years. They said that they deeply regretted it. I told them I was happy they made the choice that they did and they shouldn't stress about it. But last week they got the paperwork for a legal name change and they presented it to me with 3 different name choices and they asked me to pick one. They said they really didn't want to live with the guilt. I told them I'm not changing my name because of their regret. I told them how I feel about my name is more important now. They told me I should at least think about their feelings and that I should consider the future and whether I'll be taken serious. Am I the a-hole? No, you're not the a-hole, OP. Not even a little bit. You're completely right. How you feel about your name is what matters now. Yeah, like the top comment says, what the hell, not the a-hole? 6 months ago, my parents said I looked like a name nicknamed Jamie. So are they planning to push you to change your name every time you change your hairstyle or your wardrobe? Sunny or Sunny, regardless of how you spell it, is a perfectly normal name for a male. An identity is intertwined with a name, and it's pretty hard to separate the two. You and you alone are the person that should decide if you want to change your name. Yeah, how ridiculous. You're so not the a-hole, OP, and good on you for standing up for yourself. Like this comment says too, not the a-hole. Your parents sound exhausting. Yeah, they sure do, and I feel like that's enough for today. Today's episode was unbelievable, and I hope you had a good time today. If you did, make sure you subscribe if you want to, and also let me know down below what you thought. I've got a cute wholesome meme to show you before we go. My cat's face before and after my wife told her that the high chair is not for her. Oh, what are you talking about? It is for me. Everything's about me. Cats are so funny. They think everything's about them. And I guess they're kind of right, because as you can see in this picture, the cat is using the high chair. That's so cute. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you had a wonderful time today. The comment of the day today goes to Ryan. It's so relaxing seeing the meadow in the background. Yeah, I thought that was a nice Minecraft background. Thank you for that comment. I'm so happy that you like it. I feel like the relaxing Minecraft backgrounds are so good with the concerning stuff that we read. A match made in heaven. Okay, I'm out of here. Thank you for the support, everybody. Make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single day. Bye!